Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds to 9 o'clock, including news of conflicting signals in the global economy. The US economy grew at a modest to moderate pace in 11 of 12 Federal Reserve districts in the US, with broad-based gains ranging from business services to construction and manufacturing, the American Central Bank reported in its Beige Book review earlier today. This helped push the US dollar higher. Also helping were reports of good job growth, especially in the service sector, in a widely watched ADP survey. At the same time, the maverick Dallas Fed boss was saying that he had actually been reducing his monthly asset purchases under the Fed QE program since the start of 2013. Bernanke had suggested the pullback hadn't started yet. Credit markets were nervous, mainly because they've grown rich off the program, although almost everyone is now expecting a reduction at some time. Equities have fallen quite sharply on the news, down more than 1% in late trade in New York. The Dow is now down below 15,000 for the first time in a month. In Europe, the IMF has admitted to errors in the way it and the EU handled the Greek fiscal crisis. It is now saying it should have forced bondholders to suffer losses much earlier, rather than socialising them. An ugly trade spat has erupted between the EU and China. Firstly, the EU slapped anti-dumping duties on Chinese-made solar panels, against the wishes of the Germans and the British, to protect its local manufacturers. And now China is retaliating with anti-dumping duties against French wine. France has reacted badly to the move. Australia's economy may be teetering on the brink of a domestic recession as the resources boom falters, consumers restrain spending and businesses cut investment plans. Yesterday's GDP data showed it grew at its slowest pace in 2 years in the March quarter. Domestic demand shrank in the quarter, its weakest since the height of the global financial crisis. Their economy expanded at less than 2.5% over the whole year. Its currency was lower as traders increased bets on further interest rate cuts. Meanwhile, and perhaps taking advantage of the exchange rate, there's been reports that Air New Zealand has increased its stake in Virgin Australia to become its largest single shareholder. The New Zealand dollar starts today at 79.3 US cents, its lowest level since July 2012, the same as the euro, and we're at the lowest level against the British pound this year. We're up against the Aussie dollar at 83.3 Aussie cents, and our TWI is down to 74.5, also a low for 2013. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.